Hello and welcome to our beginner's guide to starting a food truck business. Stick around as we will be covering the 5 essential steps you need to take to start a food truck business. Also, at the end we will be giving you a resource that can really help you accelerate your progress towards starting your dream food truck business. So, let's get started with our beginner's guide to starting a food truck business. Step number 1 is to decide what you want to sell. One of the first steps in starting a food truck business is deciding what you want to sell. This may seem like an obvious choice, but it's actually critical to the success of your business. If you want to truck specific items like fruit, ice cream, or coffee, make sure you have a very clear idea of what those items would be. How you store and market them will also change based on the item you pick, so before you start your food truck business you need to be clear on what you want to sell. Step number 2 is to find a location for your food truck. When starting a food truck business, you want to find the perfect spot. It's tempting to pick the first location you find, but that's almost never a good idea. You will want to pick locations that are close to lots of people and don't limit you in any way. For example, you want to avoid areas with strict parking regulations, like parking garages or city streets. You also want to make sure the area has enough people walking by during the day and allows you to cater for lunch or dinner, which is when you see the bulk of your customers. The wrong location could mean you have very few sales. Before we move on to step 3, if you are enjoying this video then feel free to subscribe to the channel. We only make content about food trucks, so whether you are thinking of starting a food truck business or you already have one, we have something for you. Let's move on to the next step. Step number 3 is to build a healthy menu. The third step in starting a food truck business is building a healthy menu. This will help you stand out from the crowd and give you the opportunity to try new things and find out what your customers want. Pick 3 to 5 healthy items that you think would be popular with your demographic and that you think are healthy. This will give you room to grow and try new things if you're pleased with the results. When creating your healthy menu, there are a few key things to keep in mind. You should pick items that are easy to prepare in a small space. Pick items that are easy to keep fresh and research what is trendy to serve in local restaurants and consider adding them to your menu. Don't be afraid to have something that is a little indulgent on your menu, but make sure you have a good balance of foods for your customers. Step number 4 in starting a food truck business is to equip your truck. This is something that you won't want to skimp on at all. You want to make sure that you have every single last detail covered. For example, you want to make sure that you have enough refrigeration space to keep your ingredients fresh. You also want to make sure that you have enough sinks, prep space, and lighting to make your life as easy as possible. You also want to make sure that your chef can cater for a rush of orders and that your customers will always have everything they need to enjoy your food. This last point is critical to the success of your business. A customer who has a bad experience is unlikely to become a repeat customer, so spend some time on this stage. Step number 5 is to network and grow your business. This is all about getting out there and talking to people and using social media to spread the word about your new food truck business. You want to get out there and meet as many people as you can, whether it be at events, at your local grocery store, or just by grabbing a coffee every morning. You want to use these meetings to continuously build your network. You want to bring samples of your food, ask for feedback, and make connections that could lead to future business partners, like delivery partners or investors. You also want to wear your business as a badge of pride, because people will respect a business that's out there and actively trying to grow. You also need to spend some time making sure you have the skills you need to use social media and your website to bring you customers on a daily basis. However, it can't be as easy as these 5 steps, right? Well, actually there is a lot more you do need to do and consider before you start spending money. What you really need is a comprehensive one-stop shop of information you can go to anytime to help you start your business. Well, luckily that is exactly what our website The Food Truck Guide is all about. Just scroll down to the description and click on the first link to visit the site. Also, we have our podcast series which you can check out here on YouTube just by clicking this video here. Thanks for watching, and if you got any value from this video, subscribe or give us a like.